Look at this!
Hi
everyone, this is a really impromptu episode of the Convention Creators Podcast.
Hello everybody.
And we are actually filming live on the show floor of Megacon Live Birmingham. We have hijacked this space.
Unofficially, we have just taken
until
over
we
a
get
space.
told to leave.
Yeah, we took some chairs. Don't know who needs those.
It's
They're
fine,
awesome.
it's fine, it's all good. But we thought, actually, why don't we do a podcast while we're here trading and talk about what the experience is like?
Mm-hmm.
And firstly, what I want to do is, because I've done this event before, I've done Birmingham a few times before, but I know this is actually a first for you. So I'm kind of curious what it's like through your eyes, because I'm right in thinking this is your first time at the NEC.
It is my first time. First time in Birmingham, full stop.
Okay, well, firstly, I hope you're enjoying Birmingham.
It's exhilarating, as you can imagine.
But secondly, what do you think of the NEC as a venue? Because it's big.
Crazy. Like, at first I was like, oh, the car park's really far away, but they have that shuttle, so I was kind of like, oh, well, that's fine then.
Yes.
And then, like, coming in, I thought again I was going to get lost because the map is crazy looking.
Yeah.
But we seem to make it here just fine. I don't know. Maybe they've done a good funneling of us.
They've done good. So I think Megacon Live has always been at this end. For those of you watching, we're in halls 17 and 18, I want to say.
Yeah.
We've done events that are in hall 1, which is it's like it's the longest walk to get to the other end of this thing. But we're here today. We're really loving it. Set up yesterday.
Yeah.
You unfortunately weren't here yet because you were watching us live on Instagram.
I was in the car watching when it was going live, and I was like, I'm trying.
I'm on the motorway right now. But for those of you who know, we talk about setup a lot. And I want to say it was one of the smoothest setup days we've ever had.
When you started the live, you already had up all of the T-shirts in the background, and I was like, oh, sick. That's most of the work, I feel.
That was the quickest thing we've ever done. For those of you who watched live, I talked about how there's different elements of setting up that take longer than others. So, for example, if we have to set up a rail, then the coat hangers, setting up the poles, everything, that adds a lot of time. If we have our cute little black shelves that we store T-shirts on, that takes a lot of time organising stock. This event, we didn't have either. It was like, whack them on the wall, we're done. Nothing to sort out. Brilliant, amazing. And I actually think doing it live on Instagram made it easier.
Yeah.
Because you were just chatting, having a nice time, interacting with people, and then we're like, oh crap, we're done.
Yeah.
It's like, oh.
That's why I messaged when I got here, and then I was like, I think they will be done, because I can't imagine that you're still doing stuff at that time.
And again, people who've seen on Instagram stories, if not, some footage here, if I remember to add it, we are right next to a massive inflatable. He's literally there.
He's looking at us.
He's watching us.
Horrible.
A massive minion. And other than the fun of it being right next to the sound of a generator all day, which is great fun, makes it very easy to find us. We love that. But I think it's a good signifier of why I love Megacon Live. Because I've said this so many times, but it bears repeating. People love MCM. It's a fun event. And I think it is an ugly event because it's a big warehouse with no decoration. Okay. Whereas the organisers of Megacon, there's carpet.
That's true.
Every booths have carpet. There is a runway of carpet everywhere. There's hanging banners.
They've also colour-coded the carpets for the areas, I've noticed.
Yeah, so
it's quite helpful.
Exactly that. Colour-coded carpets depending where you are. Massive inflatables, including the menu. So it's just visually much more interesting.
And more of these backdrops. This is just the one that we've stolen with the logo mascot on. But they have loads set up for like the Star Wars area. They've also got some other ones kicking around. I've just not been in that direction.
Yes.
But like they've got loads of like opportunities for photographs for cosplayers as well.
It's really good for cosplay photos. Like so different layouts, different props. Our favourite one, we did it in Megacon London, is there's like a Rubik's one with like a Rubik's Cube in the middle of it.
Okay.
There's a very popular one which I think we've all taken a photo of at this point, which is the Mario pipe.
Yes, I've got video of me in the Mario pipe. It's actually, I think, literally over there, so...
Yeah, it's just, I think for like, some people would refer to this as a medium-sized event, but I think it does lean to larger.
I think this is the big event.
Yeah.
We now have Georgia here, who I have wrangled with a lasso You're a busy lady.
Oh, it's very easy. I'll happily, I'll come with you anytime.
You actually found me. I'm making it out like I had to chase you around the con today. Like you actually were there first.
Maybe. I'm a big fan, you see. I'm a big fan.
Yes. Right, so we got some questions at the convention. I know you've only been here for like, I don't know what time it is, 3 hours?
Yeah, something like that, isn't it?
You've probably been awake since 6 a.m, I imagine.
You think I get up at that time?
I like to think so.
No, to be fair, it was 7 actually. So yeah,
is that how you sleep in it? So. Yeah. Well, how have you found the con so far? Have you seen anything that was exciting that you weren't expecting?
Do you know, I've loved it, to be fair. It's felt a bit more chill than usual. I don't know why. Very warm.
Yeah.
Jesus. But no, it's been really good. I just feel like I've actually explored different areas. I've actually moved around. I met Wallace. And I was over the moon meeting Wallace.
Stunning.
Highlight my day. But yeah, it's been good. It feels a bit more chill.
Yeah. We got hooted at by a little R2-D2.
We did.
Nice.
Cheeky little
insert
bugger.
clip here.
Oh, look at him.
Look at him. Yay. Well, I was asking people, have you seen anything that has shocked you that you weren't expecting? Mine is the big giant minion.
Oh my!
You can't say that one, sadly.
I just feel like he's always looking at me. Do you know what I mean? And I just think,
he's a bit scary.
Like there's the male gaze, but there's also the minion gaze, and I just feel the minion gaze. I would love that.
Where are they? They're here. We'll find you. I actually walked past it thinking how horrible it was, and a group of people were like, "Oh my god, he's so cute!" And so we found them. It's them. Come sign up. It's you.
Because I would say, I'm not shocked to see how beautiful you are, because you're always beautiful, but you just, honestly, the moment, just stunning. I can't.
One day you'll see one of the performances.
Oh my god, please.
Yeah,
I need to sort it out. There's no excuse, do you know what I mean?
One day you're going to wake up, black bag over your head.
Yes.
And then you're going to get wrangled out of a van and sat down, and I'm going to do a time step.
Oh my god, let's book it in and we'll do it.
Well, did you have any last parting words for the pod?
Honestly, just check out the Con Creatives, watch all of the podcasts, check out Ring Pop. Honestly, this group of people are absolutely phenomenal. So please.
We didn't even pay her to say that. She just said
can you send me the $5 that you said earlier?
Well, I've already spoken, don't worry. Right, anyway, my people talk to your people.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Bye, Megacon. Bye.
But there is stuff everywhere. There's something to see. And there's like the gaming area, there's different activities to see and do. There is a performance square.
Yes. Which, I'm not going to lie, I've talked about with every single person I've interviewed. So
we're going to talk about it again.
Yay!
Put on the emotion, guaranteed. And when they drag me by my feet, pick me up and march me to the beat. Make me complete, I am miles above the street. Watching as they pass me by myself just seat. And I breathe, nothing but a shadow, it seems. Caught up in routine. Can they see the person beneath the day?
Good to see how you've been enjoying your time so far. So, you've only been at the con all of what, like 2 hours?
It feels longer.
Like a lifetime?
It does.
Yeah. But you did two performances.
I did 2 performances, yes.
How did they both go?
I think they went well.
Yeah.
I think they went well. Obviously,
We did great.
we
So
did. Fantastic, obviously.
Insert clip here of us being like, I was like, don't look at me for the lyrics. I don't know them. That's crazy. I'm not paying attention to your part.
How was that experience? Because I've seen you perform a few times now. This was different.
Yes.
The setup was different because, again, was the performance the performance square?
Yes.
It was not the performance stage.
No.
Very different setup. What?
It was
Tell me
so.
about that.
I've been to Megacon events before. I've been to quite a few of them before performing and stuff. And I've seen that the performance square is usually how they've done it here, where it's just a big pen, more or less, with a couple guys on tech, more or less. And I think the reason they do it like that is because they also use it for their meetups, for the hosting things, and for like the random dance with loads of space.
Yeah.
My only issue with it is because it is just like a big cordoned off area and the lighting is like such right now, it's not very like showmany. So it's kind of hard to get people's attention. There's no benches or anything, so people are sitting on like the concrete and stuff. Not very like AnimeCon had a whole like stage, which although very small, had a big space in front of it, so a lot of people formed in front of it. It had lights and a tech crew, which we had talked to beforehand.
Yes.
I had sent a couple emails actually to Megacon being like, how does the tech work? And did not get a response.
Right.
I just turned up on the day and found out that basically you just walk up, give them the USB, and they whacked it in and made it work. And actually the staff were really nice. I have to really emphasize that they were so nice.
Pleased. I'm pleased about that. Yeah, it was really good. I enjoyed watching your performance. Again, nerve-wracking in the sense that you had like a special guest who you had not had the opportunity to rehearse with.
No.
So you're all performing for the first duetting, a duet without any prior rehearsal.
Yes, it was so our very good friend Laurie, aka Cherry Blossoms, who's a member of Project Aozora, I believe is how you say it. Laurie, don't hurt me. I'm sorry. We'll edit in Laurie saying it here.
Aozora.
They were amazing. They were right before me. And basically, Drew, Freeback Cosplay, who's normally performs with me, couldn't come to this event. And I was a bit intimidated that although it's only a 15-minute slot, that it would just be me for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Specifically because, as you saw, after doing a dance, I'm knackered and I need a minute to breathe. Yeah. So Laurie very kindly said that she would, although she just literally just performed 15 minutes, came and did like a little solo and a duet with me. It was really nice, even if we basically made up the words towards the end of it. But
no, it was really good, and it was nice because everyone watching was really on board.
Yeah.
And again, we said this off camera, but because you carry a stage presence and a confidence about you, I think it makes everyone feel at ease. And because everyone feels at ease, you know, if things go wrong or things don't go as you planned, because everyone's in on it together, it's fine. It's fine.
I think, again, a great piece of advice for anybody who performs anywhere is that if you feel uncomfortable and look uncomfortable, the audience will also be uncomfortable.
Facts.
So if you telegraph that something has gone wrong or that you don't know what you're doing or that you're scared, the audience will feel all those things. Yeah. Whereas if you are just full of confidence, the audience can relax with you. Yeah. They're happy to laugh with you. Yes. You know, mistakes become just something fun that happens.
Exactly.
Yeah.
These mistakes happen. No, I really enjoyed the performance. And I guess, a chance for you to perform it in a different kind of venue again. Yeah. You can tick it off your list. I've done Birmingham. I performed at the NEC.
That's fancy.
The NEC. I still like to tell people that I performed at the Brit Awards because that happened at the same time as AnimeCon Manchester.
That's fancy.
Not in the same venue or at the same time of day. But
yeah. I performed in Manchester during the Brit Awards. Not at the Brit Awards, but
you don't
during
know
the
that.
Brit Awards. Exactly.
That's no footage anywhere. Yeah.
So you were covering AnimeCon for us.
I was.
Which again, we love. Thank you so much for doing that. And one of the things we talked about was the cosplay.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to say, I think I've seen a much more varied, but also just a more, what's the word? Extravagant? I've just seen a lot of cosplay this weekend.
People have upped the ante here.
The ante has been upped for sure. We have seen so many great cosplayers coming to our table.
Yeah.
Unsurprisingly, we draw people who we have stuff of. So we've seen a lot more of Amazing Digital Circus.
Yep.
By the way, in the last episode, we revealed that we were selling a new print.
Yes.
It has gone down really well
today.
Today is the Saturday of the event. It's been easily our best-selling T-shirt and print as well.
And we saw the meetup, and it was huge.
The meetup.
Yeah.
So there was a Amazing Digital Circus cosplay meetup just outside the hall. And my word.
It was crazy.
Yeah. Happening at the exact same time as the Sonic the Hedgehog cosplay meetup. Yes.
It was nearly a battle.
It was. We were saying, like, it's like, how do we start a fight?
Yeah.
Do we go and go like, this shadow said this about you?
Yeah.
And then go and say, Jack said this about you, Silver, and just battle it out.
Beat him up. Yeah.
Fight of the fandoms.
It was great.
You're going to be doing Rouge tomorrow.
I am.
And there is a meetup again tomorrow. But Have you done many cosplay meetups?
No, not really, to be honest.
So that was a whole new experience, the sort of thing, like to
Yeah,
actually be quite.
I was trying to think about. I mean, I went to the Marvel one for Megacon Manchester last year.
Yeah.
But like, I can't really think of if I've done many more. Like when I was younger, I think I used to go to a lot of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think Megacon has. I don't know why it feels like it has the most prominent cosplay meetups, and always at Birmingham. I think because it has good space for it, because you can be outside the venue but not outside. So that always works really well. Because every year that I've done Birmingham, admittedly that's only 2, but so far that's 100% ratio,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
We've attended the Sonic cosplay meetup, brought one of our statues along.
Bye, Amy. Bye.
And everyone's so engaged and loves it so much
Yeah.
and wants to take photos with the statue. And you got some great footage, thank you.
I did,
of
got
the
lots of
event.
photos.
People waving at the pod and everything.
Yeah, we had to do it twice. Yeah. I didn't record the first time. Sorry, everybody, but
But we
well.
got it the second
We got it second
time.
time.
The first one was
at its finest.
it was a rehearsal. The
Yeah.
first one, see, and they were in the zone by the second one.
Yeah,
so
they
it's
were
all fine.
willing the second
Exactly,
time.
yeah. So I really enjoy the cosplay atmosphere at Megacon. And I do feel like, similar to AnimeCon, this event has, I don't know, it just feels like a very encouraging cosplay scene. Like, there doesn't feel like there's a lot of judgment. People can do all levels of cosplay at all skill
Yeah,
levels.
I agree.
And I really enjoy seeing that a lot. I'm trying to think.
I also think this area here, I don't know what it's called, but like the big atrium-y
Yeah.
thing
The
that runs along has been really great because it reminds me of spaces like the outside area of Megacon, of the Central in Manchester, or like the terrace at SunnyCon, where people can go and make their TikToks and do their meetups and things. And it's such a big space. There's room for everybody. There's no like vying for any corner or anything.
Yeah.
It's been really good.
It's also that space out there, and you'll see in the footage we've shown you. It's all windows.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just like all the natural light.
Yeah.
So one, it makes taking photos very good.
Yes.
But it's just a very nice. Sunlight makes everything better, to be honest.
Yeah, it's healthy, if nothing else.
We talked about in our last episode about the AnimeCon layout and the experience we had in the previous AnimeCon, ironically in this very venue.
Yeah.
And how it was a bit of a maze and people didn't like it, and then they fixed it for Manchester. How do you feel about the layout of Megacon here?
I would love to be able to tell you. I have barely walked any of it. I came in from where I will say we thought the performance square was a bit strangely placed, though I understand they need to put it somewhere out the way, so they've put it. It feels like it's in the void because it's like outside.
It's just outside the walls, yeah.
Yeah. But other than that, I mean, I think they've got some really good space in the gangways. It's definitely the most leisurely, like generously laid out convention I've been at in a while.
I would agree. I feel this about all the Megacons, and this one more so is everything's easy to find. Because, again, they have a very simple setup. You have a central... I will tell you, since you haven't been able to see it. So they have a central carpet, basically, or the big Megacon signs have. And then basically, to the left or right, you'll just have a variety of things you can look at. So, and if you walk down, you'll find, like, there's the gaming section. Then here's traders. Then here's artist alley. Then here's food. Here's a performance area. So it's all very grid-like, but in a way that makes sense.
Yeah.
And... again, we talked about how things look prettier at Megacon. Because they have all the hanging banners, it's very easy to find what you're looking for.
Yes.
Like, I know we're in the gaming area because there's a giant sign
area
above our head saying gaming area.
Yeah.
It's just little details like that. Like, I want to go to Comic Village. I can tell it's right there because of a massive bloody sign.
And again, the big inflatable minion is very helpful because every time I need to find anyone, I go, meet me at the minion in 10 minutes.
Minion, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a crazy sentence, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, here we are. I don't know. I haven't actually been to the top left corner, but I think that's where the main stage is. Sort of that
Correct,
direction.
yes, there is a main stage in that corner,
I've not caught anything yet. Georgia was saying something about going to meet somebody or see somebody. So I'm guessing celebrities are in that corner as well. Or the meet and...
So to my knowledge, there is the main stage, and then in separate areas, I think there's one actually near where you performed.
Oh, okay.
There is a autograph area. Very similar to AnimeCon Manchester, actually. It's just like a long line.
I see,
and, I think the only other area that you can find a celebrity, if you want to look for one, is there is a random Tomska from YouTube.
Yes, he is here. I forgot about
yes,
that, actually.
he is about...
We're here with Tomska, who's very kindly agreed to let me shout at you and say questions.
Well, as long as it means I don't have to be packing up my table.
I did notice. I thought maybe it would be helpful. So.
Thank you.
What have you thought of the con? Has it been a good weekend for you?
Yeah, it's been lovely. Everyone's very nice.
Yeah.
So...
I saw that you had your bits and bobs out on your table.
I had many bits, many bobs.
What was your
I have less
bestseller?
bits now. My bestseller, gosh.
I know, if you can remember.
I mean, I only brought half as many of one game as I could have. I had my new Mind Turtle game,
Yes.
and that's gone.
Yeah.
They had him.
Yeah, they got him.
Should have brought more.
Yeah. Well, fair enough. I'm glad it's gone well for you then.
Yeah.
Has anything surprised you about the con today? Mine has been the giant minion, which has been lurking over all the stalls.
I watched them inflate the giant minion, so
Horrible.
not so much as a surprise, it's more of just a looming threat.
Yes.
Surprise-wise, no. I mean, it's just... This is like my 200th con,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
there's not many surprises.
I know. I thought I'd ask
left
just in
to be
case you were
had.
like somebody just transformed in front of me into a, I don't know.
Probably. I think I suppress a lot of the traumatic moments.
That's so fair. Yeah.
But on the way home, I'll just start screaming as usual, and,
Yeah.
and that's when I'll remember.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
I had a small child look at me and yell, "Yaoi supremacy," and walk away, and I was like, "You look 5."
It's good to know some things haven't changed.
Yeah. You know. Do you have any closing thoughts for the crew before we say goodbye?
Wear smart shoes if you're going to come to an event like this.
Oh,
And
yeah.
by smart, I mean like intelligent, not
Yeah.
like smart shoes, because those shoes aren't the worst shoes to wear. If I see you walking around in heels or in, like leather shoes, you are stupid.
Yeah.
You are a stupid person. You need to be wearing the lamest, ugliest Skechers
Yeah.
sneakers imaginable, and you will survive. Otherwise, you're doomed.
Yeah. I don't know if you saw me hobbling past you several times wearing literally the smallest heel on the planet, but yet still.
Yeah.
I felt like I'd been shot in both ankles.
I'd
so.
feel sorry for you if you hadn't done it to yourself.
I know.
But
No
you
one
had.
told me to do that. I wasn't even
No.
being paid. Just
This-
did that.
Are your feet in frame? No, they're not. As much as I'm sure some
I'm
of
in
you would
trainers
like
now.
that. You freaks.
You gotta pay for that.
You do.
Mm-hmm.
And where can we find those? Anyway,
Anyway, thank you very much, Vic. Thank you very much for letting me.
Thank you for
ask
having me.
questions. Do you want to say goodbye to Megacon with me as well?
goodbye, Megacon.
Bye, Megacon.
He shout out to him. He's 100% not watching this, but he bought a print from us in MCM Birmingham.
Love that.
And I became that really weird person because I was at Megacon London where he was actually trading to sell his wares and autographs and things. And there was a little quiet moment, which there isn't often. And I just walked up to him and was like, "Were you at MCM Birmingham?" And he was like, "I may have been." And I was like, "Did you buy a Sailor Moon print?" He's like, "Yes, I did." "How do you know?" It's like,
From the
"I sold it
movie.
to you. It's one of our designs." And he's like, "Oh, that's awesome. We framed it. It's in our bathroom."
Aw.
I was like, "Amazing. So good."
I'm in a Tomska video.
Are you?
Yeah.
Sidetrack Megacon.
It's so
Tell me about
stupid.
that. No, tell me.
Yeah, he was like, he tweeted a thing being like, "I'm making stupid fake bios for subscribers, for like Tinder bios."
Right.
Sent us a selfie, and I sent a selfie, and I believe what he and his friends came up with, because I had like a black hair at the time and
Yeah.
a black hat on, and
Yeah.
I was kind of like gothy looking.
Yes.
I think he wrote that hex rhymes with sex crimes, and that was the bio. And my friends were like, "Oh, he's going to be there. You should go and say to him, 'I'm hex rhymes with sex crimes.'" And I was like, "I don't think he's going to know what that means."
X rhymes with sex crimes.
I would be shocked if he remembers that he said that in a video
Yeah.
like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Hilarious if he did remember. Tomska, if you're watching, it's me.
It's me. No, that's. I didn't know that. I'm learning. That should have been one of your free facts when we played
I
that game.
forgot. I'm very.
I was in a Tomska video.
I forget about things about myself all the time. So.
So overall, we're coming to almost coming to a close on Saturday.
Yes.
It has been a very busy day, a very good day. A lot of people buying things, which, considering this is our job, we
Yes.
appreciate that. The only thing, and I'm going to be very honest now, Birmingham events never seem to do as well as Manchester and sometimes London. And I don't know if it's because just the spending habits of the people in the area, or the fact it's a bit more out the way, so you're going to get a different crowd. But I always find with the Birmingham Megacon Live, the timing is always just a little bit weird because last year they timed it so it was a Mother's Day weekend. So Saturday was okay, and Sunday, everyone who's a good child and has a mum they can share the day with was off seeing their mum, obviously, rather than spending the time cosplaying. So it was dead.
Yeah, I
because
can imagine.
everyone was off doing things with their mothers.
Yeah.
Fine. This time around, the common payday is the last working day of the month, right?
Yeah.
It's the most traditional payday.
Yeah.
That is Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yes.
So this is the last weekend before payday.
Yeah.
That 3 or 4 day window before payday where everyone who is waiting on income has never felt more poor in their life.
Yes, I don't get paid until late Sunday, so I am sad.
Right? So it's a case of like, it's like, oh, on payday, I feel like the richest person alive. The week before payday, I'm like, please, sir. Please, sir, can I have some more?
Please. Yeah.
So we've had a few people saying like, oh, I would love that and that, but I need to watch my money because it's not payday yet. And I'm like, oh my God, Megacon, please book a weekend on payday weekend.
Please.
Please.
We're begging.
Please.
Yeah.
So, but, you know, regardless of that, it's been a really good weekend. And I'm glad you got to come to your first Megacon. Yay! And I'm glad you got to rep the podcast again.
Look at these mics. Look
I know, right?
I love these, and I feel like they give me an air of authority. Like I'm no longer just holding a little cube.
You should take these up to the celebrities and be like, hello, I'm reporting for Concrete.
What's your favourite type of pizza? The consensus, by the way, has been nobody likes deep pan.
I like a real thin Napoli-style base. That doesn't mean crusty, doesn't mean crunchy and dry. I like it thin because really, if the sauce is rich enough and the cheese is fresh and the toppings are good, the bread is the delivery system.
I see.
I'm not there to have a sandwich. I'm there to have pizza.
Yeah, the deep pan people scare me. It's like, well, you want a cake with your stuff.
You want a cake. You want a cake with red and yellow on it, and that's disgusting.
Perfect then.
Really?
Nobody, yeah.
Okay.
And that it's weird. I've only had, like, some people are like, oh, I don't care, any. Other people are like, I like 6 pieces of sweet corn, 2 pieces of salami, and they're very specific about it. So
this is another tangent. In Glasgow, I think, we went to a pizza place where you could buy pizza and unlimited toppings.
Incredible.
And I tell you, I had the weirdest stuff on there. I had Iron Bru glazed ham.
I don't know how I feel about that. I like honey ham, I guess, but like Iron Bru taste it. I don't know. I don't like Iron Bru. That's a bad combination.
You don't like Iron Bru?
I don't.
Oh God.
I know. I live in Newcastle. They're gonna lynch me.
I'm Scottish, so
well,
I was brought up on brew. So
yeah.
like that's
born in the brew.
I'll let you off. It's fine.
Thank you. I also don't like haggis or peas pudding or any of the other things, to be honest. Sorry.
Your gross thing.
I know, too southern for you guys. My bad.
No. It's fine. We listen and we
don't
judge, you know?
And internally, we do.
Hello. Welcome, podcaster and conventioneers. It's the first time we're doing this where I speak live to you from the convention table. And I'm going to let you know how yesterday, day 1 of Megacon Birmingham, went for me. It actually did really, really well. We managed to hit the social media posts announcing the new items just in the nick of time. So our abstracted Jax piece did well over the weekend, including the t-shirt and the postcard over there. Speaking of postcards, Made Jax also did well, along with a lot of the Godzilla parody postcards and some of our older designs. Nezuko seemed to have a little resurgence there. How fun is that? How fun is that? Now, onto pins. We no longer have Shadow with us. Shadow has completely sold out from our Kickstarter, which is so funny. We had the most pins for Shadow and Sonic. Shadow completely sold out, while there are other characters that people love who have not touched the first 10 of me, so that's that for now. But anyway, swings and roundabouts. What also sold was the Pom Bomb sticker. no tots, just floof that did really well. We didn't have a lot of attention on the hats, so I will admit that is the best way I have displayed them in a long time, and Shadow has been helping all weekend in promoting our hats, which was quite funny. A lot of people took photos with him. In the back, with regards to t-shirts, our bestseller for the weekend was Abstracted Jacks over there, followed by a tie between No Tots, All Floof, and Made Jacks. We also sold quite a few units of our Live and Learn and the lads, the boys in the back. That hadn't sold in a few conventions, but apparently it is back. So there you go. You never know when stock is going to be returning into the buzz and eyes of people. And lastly, we sold quite a lot of Free Ren and Gachakuta Rudo t-shirts as well. A lot of people have asked me for other characters from Gachakuta, so maybe Engine. We will see. We will see. But that's it. That is all we have from Megacon Birmingham. I hope to see you on day 2, and if not, at a following event coming soon. Love you, bye.
No, it's been a good weekend. It's been nice to see the new designs sell really well.
Yeah.
I think when we put so much effort into getting new designs done, getting the reaction and the response is just really encouraging, and people, because you can spend a lot of time making stuff and then nobody wants it.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
It does get to you. Like it can't not, because
you're so excited about it.
You're excited about it, and when people don't meet that level of excitement, you're like, oh well, I really like this, but I guess that was a silly idea for me to like that, and it hurts your heart.
Yeah.
But this time, Pombon, the 2 new Jax designs, our furry pin-up series we've been doing, some of the new designs in the Kaiju collection, just being really popular. And people have asked, I've had 2 people ask today, oh, you used to have a Ruse police officer t-shirt.
Yeah, they do.
And I was like, we did. It's no longer in our main rotation, which is crazy. And they're like,
guys.
And they're like, oh, will you do a Rouge t-shirt? And I was like,
That's
maybe.
Crazy.
It's funny you say that. Watch this space. By saying that out loud, I'm sort of committing to it happening.
I'm
now.
really excited about it. So you have already committed, because I'm going to make you do it. So there's no uncommitting to it.
I don't know.
Oh, it's going to be so good.
But overall, a busy day, and it'll be interesting to see how Sunday plays out.
Yes.
Time will tell. But yeah, it's been nice. It's been fun. And I look forward to seeing what happens, I guess.
Yeah. Whereabouts you guys can be vending next? Do you remember?
That's a really good question. And the answer will be here, because I don't know.
I also can't remember. I know your list as well, and I've also forgotten.
We do so many events, I cannot remember which ones we do. We do a lot of events. Gilles knows them all, mostly.
I believe the next one that I will be with you at will be FanFest. So I'll see you guys then.
Yeah. Clearly my throat is very dry from all this chit-chatting.
Me too.
So we're going to get a drink. Maybe not Iron Bru, apparently. No, God.
Apparently.
Really upsetting. But thank you so much for watching. Yay. Obviously, I usually say, where can people find you? But it's a fact now. People should know by now, at Strawberry Cosplay on all the socials.
It's on fire style above my head.
And if you want to find out more about our little podcast, then just stay till the end. It will appear on the screen. You'll be like, oh, okay. And shout out to our Patreon supporters. It makes all the world of difference to know that you're willing to support us in that way. And I've just posted a new article exclusive to Patreon members about what it's like when you have to run a table as a helper by yourself.
Yes.
Because the owner is off sick. What happens? How stressful is that? Read about it. It's very interesting. So, until next time, I guess we'll say goodbye.
Yeah.
Bye.
It's okay. That was the end. You walked through right at the end. That's perfect timing. Perfect timing. That's fine. We'll add a swipe there.
That's the perfect way to end.
Yeah.